Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. In today's video, we're going to continue with you into part 3 of the shadow work journal keywords that are profitable, low competition, high demand. We're going to dive into these keywords, and this is part 3. Part 1 and 2 will be linked in the description box below, as well as pinned in the comment section. You can access all of the parts under the playlist on the channel titled Shadow Work Journal KDP Keywords. And before we get started, I'd like to remind you that there is a 30-day free trial for Creative Fabrica, which allows you an all-access free trial with a maximum of 10 downloads. So if you'd like to take opportunity and take advantage of this 30-day free trial for Creative Fabrica, go ahead and access that in the description box below. And we do daily videos talking about profitable Amazon KDP keywords. So if this is something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon in order to be informed on all our new videos. Now, that being said, let's get started with the first keyword for the day. And the first keyword for the day is shadow work prompted journal. Shadow work prompted journal is a good keyword. It has a keyword niche score of 52 by self-publishing Titans Chrome extension, which gives us this beautiful banner right below the keyword that we've currently searched. It has a keyword niche score of 52 and a keyword niche score of number 8 by Amazon Scout Pro Chrome extension, and you can go ahead and access all of the Chrome extensions that we are using. They are all free to use and free to access, so you can do your own keyword research exactly the same way I'm doing here. So it has a keyword niche score of number 8, which is actually quite high, and number 9 is the highest on the scale for Amazon Scout Pro keyword niche score, and it beautifully complements the 52 as well. Coming into the total results for this keyword, it's sitting below 1,000, and that's perfect, and it's currently totaling 221. Also, the average bestseller rank is 601,431. It is quite high. We usually prefer it to be around that 400,000 or below. The less the better. So one option you have is to use this keyword and utilize it as part of the 7 keyword slots, because it is quite it does have quite a high bestseller rank. So I don't want you to avoid using it altogether. I want you to utilize it as part of the 7 keyword slots if you are creating anything to do with shadow work journal. And in the previous 2 parts, I've discussed a total of 6 profitable Amazon KDP keywords, which you can be able to use for your 7 keyword slots, for your title, or for your subtitle. And this is an example of a perfect keyword to use for the 7 keyword slots. The average reviews are 6,603, and the average price is $11.13. And basically, this keyword explains itself. What you're doing here, you're creating a prompt journal, which revolves around shadow work, which is a form of new age therapy where it's like digging into the subconscious, digging into the past traumas, diving into the inner child, that kind of thing, through prompt journaling, which is basically a set of questions or a set of sentences that allow you to do freestyle writing and reflective writing as well. Now, if you would like, I can do more videos diving into some examples of some prompts that you can use for shadow work and dive in deeper into that. Just let me know in the comment section below so I know what to focus on in the upcoming videos as well. So that, again, beautiful example. You can also utilize this by niching down in terms of, would you like it to be a 365-day shadow work prompt journal? Would you like it to be a weekly, a monthly, that kind of thing? A daily as well would be ideal. Would you like it to be 90 days? That kind of things. Is it like would you like to blend in that 75-day challenge with the shadow work prompted journal? That's like combining 2 different niches into one to really target these audiences that would like to create a challenge yet still would like to utilize the power of shadow work prompting that way. So that was the first keyword. Let's head over to the second keyword for the day, and the second keyword is the shadow work journal for Black teens. This is an amazing keyword. It fits all the profitability metrics, and it's a wonderful keyword to utilize for the title or the subtitle. Why? Because it's not attached to any single year, which is a good sign. It's not like the 2024 or attached to any kind of timeline that restricts us. Also, it is a long tail keyword. It contains what what we need to know to get started. First of all, what are we doing? We're creating a journal. What is the journal about? It's about shadow work. Who is it for? It's for teens. What is the cultural or the what is more of a sub niche to these teens? They're black teens. So this is a beautiful keyword. We don't need to niche down further unless you want to. In this case, I'm a big fan of niching down, so that kind of helps me, but really does take my time and my effort, because I'd like to create different journals for different kinds of audiences and then target these that way. But you can actually create a journal just using this title alone, the Shadow Work Journal for Black Teens. Let's break down the results together. First of all, we have a strong keyword niche score of 50. I'm quite happy with that, by Titans, and we have a keyword niche score of number 8 by Amazon Scout Pro. As I said, number 9 was the highest, so that number 8 is good to go. Coming to the total results, they are below 1,000, which is a really good sign. Total results are 104. Average bestseller rank is also good. It's within that 300,000 mark, below 400,000, and it is currently averaging 388,154. Average reviews are 149. Average price is $9.65. The Shadow Work Journal for Black Teens, amazing. And there's also books that utilize the exact same keyword, and they also are selling quite well and receiving good bestseller ranks, as you can see right here. Now, in order to access this little bar that shows below each of these books, it's available at the kdpextension.com, and what it does is it just gives you a brief breakdown of the books without having to dive in and see, for example, the number of pages, the royalties per book earned, how many sales on an approximate level is it making on a daily and monthly process. Now, you can go ahead and utilize the lovely graphics for your interior and for your cover for this keyword, available at Creative Fabrica. We're going to have a look at that at the end of the video. Now, that being said, let's dive into our third and final keyword for today's video, and our third keyword is Shadow Work Journal First Edition. Shadow Work Journal First Edition is actually one of the most profitable keywords that I've come across in today's video out of the three. Why? Because it has a really strong and solid niche score of 83 by Self-Publishing Titans. All the data here beautifully complement the 83, and they support that as well, and they confirm that keyword's strength. Total results are sitting at 385, which is below 1,000. That's a tick right here. Average bestseller rank is also quite low. It is below 300,000, and it is averaging 155,581. Average reviews, then again, 525. Average price is $13.71. Now, you could utilize it by creating a product that's part of the series, and that's where the first edition comes in. You want to create, for example, a Shadow Work Journal, title it First Edition, use that as the title, and then the second edition or the second part of the series would be an activity book or workbook. So this Shadow Work Journal would contain basic prompts, or maybe you would like to have it just containing line sheets where the cover is what really sells. You're going to create really engaging celestial type of cover that really does sell. It's going to be captivating, and then the interior would either be line sheets, or in order to add in value, you're going to insert some motivational quotes. You're going to insert some prompts as well, 1 or 2 prompts per page. That way would be ideal, or maybe 1 prompt per page, and then allow for room to write, for writing, allow for room for doodling. Create a really nice border around the actual line sheets as well, would be nice. And then the second part would be, or the second series of the actual which would be the second edition, or anything like that, would be a workbook. It could be an activity book which contains several different activities, not only prompts, but it contains everything to do with shadow work. And the third part would be a coloring book, so you could utilize shadow work coloring book that way. So that was the final keyword for today's video, and I just shared with you a couple of different ideas, and I'd like to dive in further with actual backed up information in the next upcoming video. So let me know if you would like me to continue with the Shadow Work Journal profitable KDP keywords and really diving deep into that sub niche, I'd be glad to do so. So as a quick summary, the first keyword in today's video was shadow work prompt journal. And the second one was shadow work journal for black teens with a niche score of 50. Final one was shadow work journal first edition. And just diving back to Creative Fabrica, we're going to go to shadow work and we're going to have a look at the results. As you can see here, just by the drop down menu, we can see massive results, really intensive, comprehensive journals right over here. 120 pages, large print, 8.5 times 11 inches would be ideal for this kind of journal as well. And then you can also go ahead and dive into the graphics and access some of the graphics that you can be able to use as part of your interior, as part of your cover as well. And we're going to go ahead and have a look at illustrations. Unfortunately, there's been an error here, so rather than that, you can do manifestation, you can do healing, and then search for the graphics. And my first book came up, which is this one, the Manifestation Handbook, and it has some contents inside to do with shadow work. So if you're interested, this book is also available, linked in the description box below in the Creative Fabrica shop that I run at the moment. And then you could go to graphics and really access some graphics that you can be able to use in your cover and interior that way as well. Now, the majority of the results are going to be KDP interiors, but then you will find graphics there as well. And Creative Fabrica really needs to work on their filtering system, because unfortunately, even though I filtered based on graphics right over here, there is still the KDP interiors being shown up. So I'd like to hopefully message them about that and get them to really focus on their filtering algorithm, so it only filters the graphics instead of the KDP interior. So that being said, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Take care, have a great day, bye bye. Welcome back to the channel, glad to have you here. In today's exclusive video, we're going to be diving into part 2 of the shadow work journal, profitable Amazon KDP keywords. This is part 2. Part 1 will be linked in the description box below, and also it was uploaded yesterday. So before we get started, we do daily videos talking about profitable Amazon KDP keywords, as well as tips and strategies that I personally use myself to make passive income online. I also share with you income reveals. And if you are interested in these kind of videos, click on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon in order to be informed on all our new daily videos. Also, there are 2 free trials available for you to take advantage of. One free trial, 30-day free trial for Creative Fabrica, which allows you an all access free trial for 30 days and a maximum of 10 downloads, including KDP interiors, KDP keywords, as well as graphics to use in your cover and interior that way. Also, there is a 30-day free trial for Canva Pro, linked in the description box below, which is my go-to software when it comes to formatting, editing, and creating covers and interiors for Amazon KDP. Now, that being said, let's head over to the first keyword for the day to do with the shadow work journal. And I'm going to be talking about 3 keywords today. And the first of these 3 keywords is shadow work for self-love workbook for women. Shadow work for self-love workbook for women. This amazing keyword has a niche score of 40 by self-publishing Titans Chrome extension. It also has a total results of 895, which is below 1,000. The average bestseller rank for this keyword is 72,530, which is below than 300,000, and the less the better. So we are good to go when it comes to the average bestseller rank. Average reviews are a whooping 1,486, which is great to see, and there's a lot of engagement from the customers. Average price is $13.60. We also have the keyword niche score of number 6 by Amazon Scout Pro Chrome extension, which categorizes this keyword as a nice niche, and it beautifully complements the 40 given by Titans. So this is a beautiful long tail keyword, exactly what we need to get started. It is shadow work for self-love workbook for women. So it's a workbook type of medium content book. Our target is women, and it combines shadow work and self-love. So we need to have some activities. We need to have a combination of activities, including journal prompts, exercises that help increase self-love through the use of shadow work, through the use of actually digging into our own triggers and our own past experiences and traumas and inner child healing in order to encourage self-love. So this is a wonderful healing workbook that we need to use. It not only does contain journal prompts, it needs to contain a mixture of different healing therapeutic exercises, and also it would be nice to have a how to get started or how to use this journal or workbook, a section for that for anyone new to the therapy of shadow work, to help them get started. So this is our first keyword for the day, and if you just scroll down, you can also add in a fifth Chrome extension. Now we use a total of 4 Chrome extensions in order to analyze the profitability metrics of the keywords in this channel, and out of the 4, the top 2 are Self-Publishing Titans and Amazon Scout Pro, which we rely on for the keyword niche score, and we use that as a backup in order to compare against as well. And the next Chrome extension, it's up to you to install if you want. It's available for free in the Chrome browser, and it is kdpextension.com. and what that does is it gives you a beautiful breakdown of each of the books, how many sales are made approximately per day, per month, the royalties earned for the books as well. Now, as always, please do avoid any of the books using them as an example if they are sponsored. So you're going to get a tab like that. This is a sponsored product, which means that there are ads running. If this does not appear, you're going to basically get that right on top of the book sponsored. So you know to avoid using and looking up this book because there are ads running which influence the rating and the bestseller rank number sales of this book. So that was our first keyword for the day. The second keyword for the day is shadow work journal and workbook for beginners Kindle. Yet again, another beautiful long tail keyword which has everything that we need to get started. We're doing a shadow work journal and workbook, which is similar to the previous keyword as well. So it's a combination of a journal and a workbook that entails and contains different types of exercises, and it is for beginners, and it is in Kindle. So it's not a paperback, it's a Kindle version. And if you're not familiar with creating a Kindle version, you can go ahead and access a video that I did, linked in the description box below, which talks about a step-by-step process and how to create a Kindle version from your paperback. So you can go ahead and create a book that utilizes this keyword as your title, as your subtitle, for example. Create a paperback version, then create a Kindle version. So you're going to have both sales coming in from your Kindle version and from your paperback version. Let's break down the results right now. We have a strong keyword niche score of 54 by Titans and a keyword niche score of number 6 by Amazon Scout Pro Chrome extension. Coming to the total results is 202, and the average bestseller rank was 605,000. It is quite high. So that indicates not to focus too much on this keyword, as in make a book about this keyword and move on to the next most profitable one in order to diversify your portfolio. And this is a beautiful opportunity to take advantage of creating a Kindle version for your paperback. So the average bestseller rank was 605,163. Average reviews are 81. Average price is $13.67. So the only thing that you need to know is you need to create a Kindle version if you would like to utilize this wonderful keyword as part of your title or your subtitle. So that was the second keyword for the day. The third and final keyword for the day is a little bit different, but it has amazing potential. Why? Because we are targeting the exact same keyword, and the main one in Spanish. So this really will open up the doors for you on a whole new market. It is Shadow Work Journal Spanish, and it has a total keyword niche score of 77 by Self-Publishing Titans Chrome extension, and a keyword niche score of number 6 by Amazon's Cat Pro Chrome extension. And the 77 here is quite solid, it's quite strong, so it's really backing up that keyword. Also, the total results are within that 1,000. Total results are 1,188. Average bestseller rank is 324,720. Average reviews are 317. Average price is sitting at $14.88. So you could do this a couple of ways. If you're lucky enough to speak Spanish and know Spanish, you could go ahead and write your own shadow work journal in Spanish, and this is going to be quite easy because it's going to be basically just if you currently have a shadow work journal in your portfolio, you would have that rewritten in Spanish. If you want to enter this wonderful market right here, then you could have it translated, and if it's just a normal shadow work journal with a couple of different prompts, maybe 40-50 different journal prompts, then you can have that translated professionally in Fiverr or in whatever agency that you rely on to have that journal translated into Spanish. So that is a wonderful opportunity right over here. Alternatively, let's head over to Creative Fabrica right now as I'm with you, and we're going to see, is there anything in Spanish to do with shadow work journal? And sometimes, yes, there is other interiors, but unfortunately in this case there's nothing in Spanish under this keyword. So I'm going to try again just by removing that word journal, and we're going to see if there's anything. And no, unfortunately there's just that one graphic right here which has nothing to do with shadow work, unfortunately. So this is an opportunity for you to, if you want, you could go ahead and have your shadow work journal translated into Spanish, or create your own shadow work journal in Spanish that way, and utilize the amazing profitability of this wonderful keyword right over here. So it's a quick summary. Let's just quickly summarize today's 3 keywords, which is part 2 of the shadow work. First of all, we started with shadow work for self-love workbook for women, which has a keyword niche score 40 and number 6 by Amazon's Cat Pro. Second was shadow work journal and workbook for beginners, Kindle, which had a keyword niche score 54 and number 6 by Amazon's Cat Pro. And finally was shadow work journal Spanish with a keyword niche score 77 and number 6 by Amazon's Cat Pro. I wish you all the best and stay tuned for part 3. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 profitable Amazon KDP keywords that have to do with the shadow work niche. Now, if you're new here to the channel, we do daily videos revealing profitable Amazon KDP keywords that are low competition and they're high demand, and we also dive in deep into the analytics of each of the keywords. We talk about some ideas on how to over deliver in order to be unique and stand among the competition. So if you are new to the channel or you're interested in these kind of videos, go ahead and subscribe, click on the bell icon in order to be informed on all our new videos. Now let's get started with the first keyword for the day, and the first keyword for the day is 2024, the shadow work journal. 2024, the shadow work journal has total results of 908, and they're below or under 1,000. It also has a strong keyword niche score by Amazon's Cat Pro of number 8, categorizing this wonderful keyword as a nice niche. Also, the average bestseller rank is 542,264. It is a little bit high, slightly high. We usually aim for anything around 400,000 or less. Of course, the less the better when it comes to the bestseller rank. So in this wonderful keyword, it utilizes the year 2024, which is quite relevant considering now, as of making this video, we are heading toward the mid of October, and this video is scheduled to be uploaded in the next week or so. So this is the perfect time to start anything related to 2024. Now, if you are new to the channel, then you would probably not be quite familiar with my principle of what would I do when I come across a keyword that has a year number attached to it. It is best not to mention it in the title or the subtitle, because that way you could not change it, and after the year 2024 has ended, this book would seem like it is not expired but outdated, so it is best not to mention the year 2024 in your title or subtitle. You are free to mention it in your description, in your cover and interior, and in your 7 keyword slots as well, because all that can be changed. So as soon as 2024 has ended, that can be changed. So stay away from mentioning it in the title and subtitle, please. Also, this is a wonderful keyword to utilize in terms of as a general keyword as well. Now you can also go ahead and sub niche according to whether you want it to be for children, whether you want it to be for adults, whether you want it to be for women or for men. It depends also on the theme of the book. For example, some people really like that celestial astrological kind of theme with the interior and with the cover. Some people like it to be bohemian style or botanical or floral or herbal. So maybe that's also another way that you could niche down and provide a more specific design for your target audience and get that average bestseller rank to be as low as possible. So that was the first keyword for the day. And also, any interiors can be accessed on Creative Fabrica. You can go ahead and get a 30-day free trial for Creative Fabrica linked in the description box below. And at the end of the video, after we talk about all 3 keywords, I'm going to also take you with me on Creative Fabrica, and we're going to have a look at some ideas that you can be able to utilize for your interiors and your covers for this shadow work niche. Now that being said, let's head over to the second keyword for the day. And the second keyword for the day has slightly better metrics in terms of a low bestseller rank, which is exactly what we're aiming for. So then the second keyword is shadow work journal and workbook for Black men. Beautiful long tail keyword. It has everything that we need to get started. So first of all, I do apologize on my voice. I do have a cold right now, and the kids are on the autumn holiday, so it is getting quite noisy here, but I'm going to try my best to get this video out there as possible, as promised, for the daily Amazon KDP videos. So it has a keyword niche score of 40, which is slightly good as well, and a keyword niche score of number 6 by Amazon Scout Pro Chrome extension, categorizing this keyword as a nice niche. Coming to the total results, the current total results are currently 183, which are less than 1,000, and that's also good to see. Average bestseller rank is 233,114, which is less than 300,000, and that's also a good indicator. Average reviews are 210. Average price is $11.38. So what you're doing here, you are creating a book, a shadow work journal, and it's a combination between a journal or a workbook, a journal and a workbook, my apologies. So it's going to be more intense. It's going to have some prompts in there. It's going to have some exercises and activities in there, and it is specifically targeted for Black men. So that's also a wonderful indicator as to the illustrations to use in your cover, in your interior. Try to make it as minimalistic as possible. Try to introduce any introduction maybe, or some wonderful prompts in there specifically for Black men. And you can also find some wonderful ideas available on ChatGPT for that as well. Now this is also a fifth Chrome extension that I'm using, and you're free to use it if you want. It's available for free at the kdpextension.com, and it gives you a beautiful breakdown for each of the books. For example, the bestseller rank for each of the books, the page numbers, the royalties earned. For example, this book is selling for $10.24, and they are earning royalties around $3.86 approximately. How many books is this selling per day? How many books are selling per month? And the royalty on a daily and a monthly basis. So that is a beautiful breakdown of these kind of books. That was the second keyword for the day, and the third and final keyword for the day is shadow work journal for Latina women. Beautiful results right here. First of all, keyword niche score of 66, which is quite strong, and quite happy with that. Total results are under 1,000, currently sitting at 332. Average bestseller rank is quite high, but that's also something that you can take advantage of in order to create a book book under this title and move on to the next that has much more of a better profitability metrics, as in a lower bestseller rank. And I've chosen to share with you this keyword in order for you to diversify your journals on Amazon KDP in terms of the category of shadow work. So this has a average bestseller rank of 145,214, and it is up to you if you would like to embark on this wonderful keyword. You're specifically targeting a Latina woman, and specifically creating a cover that has some illustrations, has some beautiful graphics of Latina women, as well empowering quotes, empowering sayings that way, and maybe also some specific journal prompts for that. So the average bestseller rank is 845,212, and because of these beautiful metrics, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ignore the number 4 given by Amazon's Cat Program extension and stick with the number 66 right over here by Titans. So let us head over to Creative Fabrica, and we are going to search for shadow work right over here, and we want to specifically target KDP interiors and see what kind of interiors there are. There are a massive 3,656 results with different journal prompts, different journals and workbooks with actual intensive information. Now, if you do intend to use any of these wonderful interiors right over here, please make sure you change the wording, change the font, change the border, take out the elements and add in different elements as well to avoid duplicate content. And I would also add in my own content as well in order to stand out among the crowd. Now, in the next couple of videos, I'll be sharing with you more shadow work keywords to help you dive in further, to help you get a complete picture of the shadow work niche and theme, and use them for your 7 keyword slots. So let me know if you are interested in these kind of videos, so I know to focus on them in the next couple of videos that I make. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. In today's exclusive video, I'm going to be continuing with you talking about different Amazon KDP profitable keywords to do with the shadow work journal niche, and we're going to dive into deep talking about 3 more profitable keywords about shadow work journal. These keywords can be utilized to create different shadow work journal products to do with specific target audiences, or it can also be utilized as part of your title, your subtitle, or as part of your 7 keyword slots for either creating your own shadow work journal or anything to do with specific different niches that are related to shadow work, whether that is manifestation, whether that is self-love, healing, anything to do with the new age as well. That would be amazing to utilize these wonderful keywords as part of your 7 keyword slots or your title, your subtitle, wherever necessary, wherever suitable, to make the maximum amount of profit from Amazon KDP. And this is coming from my own personal experience as well as the experience of people who have tried these keywords, and this is what I'm going to be sharing with you. So I'm going to be doing this video live here on the channel, doing the keyword research, helping you to find 3 profitable Amazon KDP keywords that are profitable to do with the metrics. We're going to talk about how to over deliver as well. Now, before I get started, Creative Fabrica is my go-to when it comes to KDP interiors, KDP keywords, as well as graphics to use in your interior and your cover. So I've got a 30-day free trial for you to take advantage of. If you do not yet have a subscription for Creative Fabrica, now is your chance to get it for free for 30 days. Trial it out and cancel if you don't feel like it's for you. Cancel before the 30 days and you will not be charged. Linked in the description box below. Now, that being said, let's head over to our first keyword for the day, and our first keyword for the day is shadow work journal for self-love. self-love. This is an amazing keyword. It has great profitability metrics. We have a strong, solid keyword niche score on both ends of the main Chrome extensions that we're using. First of all, Self-Publishing Titans has given this a keyword niche score of 68, which is quite high, and I'm happy with that. Amazon Scout Pro, on the other hand, also has given this a number 9, which is the highest on the scale of their keyword niche score. Number 9 is the highest, categorizing this keyword as a great niche. So we're happy with both of the keyword niche score by the two main Chrome extensions that we're using. Coming to the total results here, they are within the 1000 range. They're currently 1531, which is good to see. Average bestseller rank is 407,886. Average reviews are 1,478, and an average price of $12.41. So this is a beautiful keyword that you need to get started with. The only thing that's missing is who is our specific target audience. So that's something for you to decide to sub niche if you would like to. You can go ahead and absolutely create a journal, a shadow work journal for self-love. Use this as your title. But if you want to target specific audience, for example, would you like it to be for men, for women, for children, for specific, for example, for teen girls, for black girls, for Latina girls, Hispanic girls and boys, anything to do with sub-niching to target your own specific audience would be something that would help you as well, because it would help you to create customized covers, customized interiors for these target audiences as well. So if you'd like to sub niche, I'm all for that. And if you'd like to leave it as it is, that is also a good tactic. So let's have a look at a couple of different results. Now, then again, avoid any book that is sponsored, any book that has the ads running, because it's going to affect the analytics as well. So we want to avoid these. This one's a perfect example utilizing this keyword shadow work journal for self-love as part of the 7 keyword slots. How do we know that? Because it's not showing up in the title, it's not showing up in the subtitle, it is in the 7 keyword slots, and this is why this book is ranking under this keyword right here. So it has a bestseller rank of 6,541. There is 167 pages, and the royalties being made for this book selling at $13. Every time this book sells, the publisher gets $4.94 per book. Currently, as a approximate, it is selling 18 pieces of this book, or 18 books per day, equaling to about 540 pieces and equaling to about $89 of profit per day. Now, we don't want to use this as it is. We're just saying as an approximate because we're not absolutely sure. Now, you can get this extension available for free at the kdpextension.com, and it can be used in your Chrome browser, and it will show up at the bottom of each of the books. This is also a wonderful bestseller, which is a much more lower, and this is utilizing another different keyword, which is shadow work journal for beginners, and this is also not using that keyword in the title and the subtitle. It's using it as part of the 7 keyword slots. So just that book by itself, as well as the previous book, shows you the power of the 7 keyword slots. It should be updated every 2 to 3 months at least with any keywords. Now, if you currently have any book in your portfolio that is currently published and live that is either about shadow work, manifestation, self-healing, anything to do with the new age, go ahead and update the 7 keyword slots and insert this keyword as well to get your book ranking and to get it to show in the results section. That being said, let's head over to the second keyword for the day, and the second keyword is shadow work journal for couples. Shadow work journal for couples has amazing metrics. It has a really strong high keyword niche score by Self-Publishing Titans of 83, which is good to see. Our total results for this keyword is 1,252, which is within that 1,000 range, and that's quite acceptable. Average bestseller rank is a low 40,627, which is of course lower than 300,000. The lower the better. Average reviews 530. Average price is a high $16.15, and this is specifically for couples. So make sure that the journal prompts that you include are specific to couples, helping them to heal or helping them to kind of go through through the use and the power and the therapy of reflective writing, uncover maybe their shadow self, uncover their subconscious triggers, traumas, that kind of thing. Now, when you want to create a book to do with shadow work or any sort of therapy journal or logbook or workbook, you really want to have a disclaimer section which can be included as behind maybe the copyright page or behind the "this book belongs to" page. Just a small disclaimer section that says that this journal or this workbook is for educational purposes only or for entertaining purposes only. It's not to be used as a substitute for medical advice or for psychological treatment. And that is it, basically. So you want to make that disclaimer loud and clear to protect you from any sort of legal matters. So that's shadow work journal for couples is amazing keyword. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to ignore the number 5 given by Titans because it does not go well with the data that we have here. So we have a strong keyword niche score, total results within that 1,000, average bestseller rank lower than 100,000, and a good number of average reviews and a really good price as well. That results in quite a good royalty if we stick with that. Now we want to create a shadow work journal that includes as much journal prompts as possible in terms of quantity. Of course, quality is also important, but quantity is good as well. So have a look at here below, have a look at how many prompts are here in the most best-selling books as well, and try to go over it. So if they're including, for example, 50 or 60 prompts in that bestseller journal, make it 80, make it 100. Take that extra step and over deliver. So that was the second keyword for the day. Let's have a look at the final keyword for today's video, and it is shadow work guided journal for beginners, 365 journal prompts. Beautiful long tail keyword. I love this long tail keyword. It has absolutely everything that you need to get started, and you should utilize it as part of your title, because what you're creating is you're creating a journal. What type of journal it is? It is a guided journal. And what is it about? It is about shadow work. Who is it for? Who are our audience? Our audience are general beginners. So you want to include you want to include a page dedicated to how to use this journal, another page dedicated to what is shadow work, a third page dedicated to just some overview of the principles, maybe having a glossary section of the main concepts of shadow work for beginners, really over delivering. What is the contents of the journal? What does it contain in terms of numbers? It contains 365 journal prompts, which is ideally supposed to be around 365 pages, one journal prompt for each page. So let's break up the results. First of all, we have a total results under 1,000, and they're sitting at 146. Also, the average bestseller rank is within that 300,000. It's currently 359,344. Average reviews are 1,514, and average price is $13.15. Also, we have a keyword niche score of number 8 by Amazon Scout Pro, categorizing this as a nice niche. Now, number 9 is the highest, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ignore the 16 given by Titans because it does not go well with this beautiful juicy data that we have right here. So ignore the 16, stick with number 8 by Amazon Scout Pro, and stick with this data. Utilize this amazing keyword. So as a quick summary for today's video, the first keyword was shadow work journal for self-love with a keyword niche score of 68 and 9. The second one was shadow work journal for couples with a strong solid keyword niche score of 83. And lastly, we have shadow work guided journal for beginners, 365 journal prompts with a keyword niche score of 8. I'll see you in the next video.